All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. This is quite a interesting Saturday for me. There have been lots of transitions. So I wonder if you guys are going through transitions too, but it's all about learning how to stay balanced in the midst of transitions. Hold on, you guys. Let me close this window because these cars make quite a bit of noise. Let me turn these off because they make quite a bit of noise, you guys. Um, Turn them back on in a little bit. All right. Thank you for bearing with me through that. Okay. So, for the overall energy, I have the Five of Waters and the Knight of Stones. For the positive energy, I have the Mirror reversed and the Journey. For the negative energy, I have the Five of Fire with the Woodman. And for the advice card, I have the Five of Earth with the Nine of Stones. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot and the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. So two different tarots that I feel hold a lot of wisdom and are like very upward thinking type of. There are they are tarot cards that were produced out of wisdom and deeper thinking. Okay, so the Dreams of Gaia Tarot and the Wildwood Tarot. I love the different energies that are coming out of these tarot cards. So I decided to put them together and see how well they mesh. So looking at it from the overall point of view, looking at the cards overall, we do have a lot of earth, okay? We do have a lot of earth. I have the Five of Earth here. I have the Knight of Pentacles. I have the Nine of Pentacles also. So a lot of earth. I feel a lot of grounded energy here, okay? At the same time, okay, we also have a lot of fives. We have three fives here. So I feel like there's also a struggle. It could be a struggle of being balanced and grounded before I get into each aspect, each card, each energy. It could be a struggle being balanced, okay? Because I'm getting that grounded energy with all that earth, but I'm also getting a lot of fives, meaning a struggle, possibly a power struggle, a struggle trying to maintain grounded, okay? A struggle with your energies, a struggle with other people also, okay? So that is the energy that I am pulling out from these overall cards. All right. I also have two major arcanas in the only major arcanas are in the positive. So whatever is going on, know that the good your good energies are going to outweigh everything else that are going on, okay? With the major arcanas, which, hold a stronger, more lasting energies than the minor, okay? So, with that said, let's move right on into the readings, okay? So for our overall energies, we have the Five of Waters with the Five of Stones, okay? The Five of Waters is all about feeling alone, feeling lost, okay? It's kind of like the Five of Cups where you're in a moment of grief or, you might feel like things are hopeless, all right? And in this picture, she's actually sitting down praying. She's on her knees praying. People pray, all right? um People pray, but when you are on your knees and praying, that's a time where you feel lost. That's a time where you really feel hopeless, okay? When there are moments of loss and uncertainty, and that's where we find ourselves with the Five of Waters over here. For some of you guys, I want to be able to tell you that your ancestors hear you, because after praying, not only do I see that flash of light coming in from the sun out of, she's in water. She's surrounded by water. She's deep in water. She could be a mermaid because the bottom looks like there's sort of fins, right? But you see those rays of light coming from above and shining down on her. So no matter how hopeless your situation is, know that spirit, your angels, your guides. Okay, God is with you. He hears your prayers. He hears your anguish. Okay, He hears your concerns. Also, with the fish swimming towards them, it's like your ancestors, your guides, they understand. Okay, they understand. One thing I was reading in this description was that a lot of times they talk about a lot of times when we are going through a period of mourning, a period of loss, a period of anguish. We feel like nobody understands the depth of our sorrow or our pain. Isn't that so true? It made me realize that during the times I was going through, my tough moments, I felt like, nobody can understand exactly how painful this situation is. But with the fish swimming towards her, I feel like you are understood. There could be people around you or your guides, they understand. You might have a pet, okay, who's you're close with. Your pet kind of understands the depth, okay, of what you're going through. At the same time, not only that, in the King of Stones, where I see the Knight of Stones, I said the King of Stones, the Knight of Stones, which is the Knight of Pentacles, right? Where he's coming in slow and steady. Some of you guys, you might have a savior. He's coming in to help. He's coming in to save you. He's not going to bombard you. He might take forever. He may be gentle, okay? I see him definitely coming towards you with, you might not necessarily see it, okay? You might not necessarily see it, but he's coming towards you, all right? Especially with your eyes closed, okay? The knight is facing the woman. She's coming towards him, okay? And with the sun shining, it's like no matter how lost you may feel, okay? Because she is deep down in the ocean, yet the rays of light are able to shine on her from where she's at, okay? The rays of light are able to, God is able to see. Your spirit guides are able to see no matter how lost you are, no matter how deep in you are, okay? Some of you guys, I'm getting a feeling, no matter how deep in you are, okay, there is still hope. No matter how deep in you are, okay? So with the Knight of Stones over here, you might not see a savior coming to come save you. Okay, you have somebody coming to come help you. You might not see you might not see. They're not the flamboyant type. Okay, this is the person who's gonna come in smooth and easy. All right, they're not the flamboyant type. They're not the type to come and dominate. They might take forever, but they're coming in. Okay, help is coming in. That's what I do want to say. All right, so. With that said, we're going to move on. That is the overall energy. We're going to move on to the positive energies and see where we're at, okay? Now, moving into the positive energies for this Saturday, I have the mirror reversed, okay? But I also have the journey in the upright. Now, I get a feeling some of you guys may be used to somebody guiding you in the midst of your pains, in the, midst of tragedy. And you might not have that anymore, okay? With the mirror turned upside down, the mirror is actually about the Lady Morgana. It's about that moment when the Lady Morgana took Arthur across to the other side. It's like having a guide who shows you wisdom, who takes you through the journey that you're about to go through. And the journey is also about, how you were raised, who you were, okay? The elements in your life that influences your well-being and who you are, that influences your outlook on life, actually. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm looking at this woman with the mirror over here and, guiding. She's a guide. She's wisdom. Okay. We're talking about the Lady Morgana, who held a lot of power and a lot of wisdom and a lot of magic, though it be dark, you know. But Arthur allowed her to guide him during a time where he was going through a lot of mourning and a lot of pain. And right now with that upside down, it's like, I don't have that guide. You don't have anybody to guide you. And I think that's what's really, or you feel alone. Some of you guys, you feel alone. Now, I told you overall that somebody's coming that you might not see already, okay? Somebody's coming that you might not see. All right, you're going to get some help. And over here, it might be that, in the past, you were used to a particular person guiding you, okay? Especially through dark times, through pain, through things that really hurt, and you no longer have that, okay? Somebody else may be coming, or they may be taking their time to come back. It may be the same person taking their time to come back. This is part of why you feel like you're lost. Again, we have this journey. Some of you guys don't know whether to choose light or to choose darkness. Some of you guys may be at the crossroad on how do I conduct myself, especially in the journey. You see this guy over here, right? And he's standing at the entrance of two doors. Do I go into the light or do I go into the darkness? And it could be tricky because I see the butterfly actually going to the dark. You might think the light is what you need, when perhaps you need the darkness. It's quite tricky. Some people will say, well, these are mystical. There's an element of mysticism here, a mystical element here because of all, and I hope you guys can see it in the pictures, because of all the light, okay? All the light. So there's that element of, a mystical condition, okay? So do I go this way? And you don't have a guide, you have to make it for yourself. Okay, because in this world that we live in, nothing is black and white. I went on my journey where I was trying to be completely good, super good. And in that journey, I learned that being super good can be wrong. Okay, so my phone went out on me in the last while I was talking about the positive energies, but I just wanted to close with this. It's a matter of feeling lost. And I feel like this loss, you don't know how to guide yourself or how to properly make the decisions on where to go in life, okay? But I do strongly feel from the overall energy that you will be getting help. This might be a situation because we have, a long-standing situation that you've been going through that you may feel at lost at, okay? Let's go on and jump into the negative energies for the day, and let's see what's going on there. Okay, so now when we get to the energies that are working with us, I have the 5 of fire with another fire card, which is the Woodman, the Leo card. All right. So there's a lot of conflict, whether it be within, whether it be from other people. There's a lot of conflict. There's rivalry. There's jealousy a lot of times, but there's also a lot of swinging of the eagles, the swinging of the balls with the Leo card, the Woodward card. Okay. There's a lot of swinging of eagles. There's a lot of swinging of balls. All right. So that's just an energy that is working for us this Saturday. Just be mindful of that. That may be why, you find yourself at a loss, or you find yourself grieving. Some of you guys it could also be that some of you guys find yourself praying like, look, motherfucker. Have you ever found somebody who fights, but they gonna cry after they fight, or they gonna cry if they have to fight? That's the kind of energy I'm seeing. Like, if I fight, I find myself at a loss. Okay. Some of you guys might become very egotistical. Some of you guys might have a wild temper. Okay. You might have a wild temper and you like to keep your temper tamed. All right. Some of you guys might have a really big ego. When you get angry, it really gets out of control. And you might be wondering, where should I go? And the good thing is you don't have the guy that you had in the past, okay? Even though you still have some help coming. The The only thing is there's a lot of rivalry there, okay? You have a lot of good things going on. It might be rivalry or competition or a fight at the wrong time. Like, I don't need this shit. At the time where you don't need the shit, that's when it's coming. At a time where you feel like you're at the loss the most, okay? Some of you guys could be getting angry because you feel hopeless, you feel lost, and therefore, because of that, your anger is showing, okay? It's like, I don't know how to tame myself. Before, you might have had a balancing factor in your life, and you no longer have that balancing factor, and now you are at a loss on how to balance yourself out, okay? And I have to make my own decisions. I have to be my own mind. I have to think, okay? And that's the situation we find ourselves in, okay? Some of you guys might just be angry with life. But with that said, let's move on to the advice card because I'm not going to dwell on this negative, bad energy. And let's see what happens, okay? For the advice card, I have the 5 of Earth coupled with the 9 of Stones. The 5 of Earth is all about the trickster. So we could be dealing with the trickster or an element of trickery within ourselves, okay? That is the advice card. The conflict you could be having could be due to a trickster, okay? It could be an outward trickster or the fact that you don't want to be a trickster, okay? Or you want to take a route of where you're not tricking other people, all right? Some of you guys could be scared of karma, of facing yourselves, and therefore want to do the right thing. That's another thing I'm picking up. And you don't have your moral compass anymore because your moral compass was outside of you, okay? So it could be time to go on that journey. Again, we have the 9 of Stones over here, all right? With the trickster, which is quite interesting. Some of you could be dealing with, somebody who knows a lot, okay? And therefore they're able to trick. But here's the thing. I feel like you've dealt with this energy before. So even though you no longer have the person who's going to guide you or your moral compass, you've dealt with this energy before, all right? I think some of you guys tend to, deal with people who have tricked you in the past. Don't become lost at this point. I think you have to know that this conflict is all about, trickery, all right? And, you have to use your knowledge from your past and from what you know to overcome the situation that you're in today, okay? So from what I'm getting is that you've been through this before, especially with the tradition card, okay? You've been through this before. Ain't nothing new, all right? Ain't nothing new today on this Saturday. Whatever trickery comes our way, we're going to be more than able to handle and overcome that situation, okay? I don't think you should go head on with this situation, but stay grounded with the tradition card over here. It's important for you to stay grounded, stay absolutely grounded, and you will overcome. Trust and believe that, okay? This Saturday, you need to stay absolutely grounded, especially with that earth energy. It's like you be the trickster, okay? Or remaining grounded during, trickery, all right? Remaining grounded during trickery. And I feel like that's the way to navigate yourself through this, even though you may not have your guide with you. Some of you guys might be used to watching tarot, and maybe your tarot card reader is not posting up, okay? So you're looking for a way to navigate through your situation for the day. And I feel like staying grounded and knowing how to deal with tricksters. And you also have a little trickery in you, okay? So you might want to use some of that, okay? I feel like you've encountered this energy before. There's nothing new under the sun. And I feel like, especially for you and with the tradition card, like you can use your past knowledge to navigate the situation because you've been through this situation again, okay? Ain't nothing new up in this motherfucker, all right? So with that said, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. I will see you tomorrow on Sunday for another reading, okay? And navigate through this. Don't end up crying, okay? It may be somebody who's crying too, All right. It may be somebody who may be shedding false tears. Let me put that out there. It may be somebody shedding false tears. And that's why we have the trickster card over here. So with that said, remain grounded, y'all. Remain grounded. All right. Have a wonderful Saturday.